And good luck. Right, it's official. Jam making is returning to the kitchens of Great Britain thanks to a growing trend in using homegrown produce and the rise in popularity of do-it-yourself activities. Yes. The flavoured pastime. The favoured pastime of our grandmothers seems to be enjoying somewhat of a revival. In recent years, knitting, another skill from yesteryear, has enjoyed similar success with the recent growth of stitch and bitch groups. They used to be called sewing bees in my granny's day, but they've been popping up around the country. But what skills did your granny have that you wish that you'd inherited?
Oh, I think it's brilliant they're bringing jam making. Yeah. Why did we ever stop? We've all got trees. That's the thing, isn't it? If you've got a tree, make something out of it.
I've got an oak tree.
There you are, make a table. I mean, knitting. Why don't we all knit? I don't understand why we don't knit.
Absolutely.
We always used to knit little baby clothes and everything. And the last time I knitted it for my ex-husband, but I didn't follow the instructions and it just said carry on. So I've got this carding where it's like this. And I had to wrap the tank in the end because to keep the tank warm because it was so big. So I don't knit anymore. But I think we should order. And grandmas, my great-grandma, the mother, she used to knit dishcloths, my great-grandma.
Oh, I remember that.
Do you? Yeah. And she used to pull rugs.
Yeah.
Have you ever done pull a rug?
Only from under people's feet.
No. Yeah, listen.
For a man.
I'm going to say it's the only thing I can pull these days. But pulling rugs and making little carpets and everything, I think it's fantastic.
Absolutely. I know what you mean. Both my grands were lovely, and if I was off school sick, I always used to go to my Nana Garrett's, and she was fantastic.
Yeah.
There was nothing she didn't teach me actually. Everything from knitting. She used to do the Aran knitting, you know, which is very complicated with like a cable stitch and a blackberry stitch, very modern. Blackberries,
blackberry, yes.
So she used to do all that, and also she used to make jam. But the best thing was lemon curd. And when she got a microwave oven, oh, she was so excited. Oh, look at this, owl Leslie! I can make me lemon curd in here. It's fantastic. Look at this. And she'd be there with a microwave because she was, she was quite modern, really advanced. She taught me two other fantastic things that I've never forgotten. She taught me how to play cards. She loved cards. We'd play cards, and she taught me about horse racing because she loved to bet. And she used to teach me about making accumulators and all these. I was only 10. I do not condone this, ladies and gentlemen, but she used to teach me all about making bets, and she'd be there with a lemon curd and the form book on the side, you know, and she'd read like this, you know, in the microwave.
Well, my granny was a ferocious knitter. I mean, she just was constantly just knit. And she did used to go to the sewing bee. I think it was on a Wednesday. And it's funny because I always used to think as my granny as being really old then, but she would only have been sort of in her late 50s or something. But, you know, she was granny. And I remember sometimes we'd be staying with her. Obviously, Mum and Dad would go out, she'd be babysitting, so it'd be sewing bee time. So we'd head off to other old ladies' houses. Basically, within an hour, you couldn't see to the end of the room with a cigarette like that. The click, 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 click. Oh! Click, click, click. It was brilliant. Oh, everything stank of cigarette smoke, but it was brilliant.
I envy you all because I don't want this show to be sympathy for me, but I didn't have a granny. No, I didn't actually. My mum's mum had died before I was born, and my dad's mum, I vaguely remember her, but I think she was about 185. And she stayed in the box room, that's all I remember. I saw her one day and I never saw her again. She could still be there. But anyway, they're investigating that. No, I'm only messing. No, I only knew her as this really... She was too old to do, you know,
to make jam
with me, to make jam, to make it even to the toilet, let alone make jam. So I didn't have that luxury, and I always wanted it. I always wanted a granny. Stop laughing at me granny's misfortune. Anyway, so... But with my first boyfriend, his parents were older, obviously. Her parents were older.
I just think you didn't have a granny, so you knitted one.
I knitted she is a pot of jam now. So my boyfriend at the time, his mum, they used to live out in the country, and she took me and we went blackberry picking, and then we made blackberry jam and all of that. And honestly, it was like being a 5-year-old again. I adopted a granny. I had no confidence and no granny. I couldn't even knit myself a friend.
Knit one, purl one, drop one.
I could do that bit. 1 out of 3 ain't bad, is it?
Oh, like is a man we'd all